Oh, hey, yo, what's up? Happy Turkey Day to everybody, man. And have I got a treat for you guys? You already know what this is. But for those of you who don't know what this is a brand new Steam Deck OLED 512 gig model. And we're gonna do an unboxing for you right here, right now. So if you're new to my channel, you already know what to do. Like and subscribe. Remember, you're my number one. Steam Deck OLED. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the unboxing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the unboxing. Man, I've been waiting and anticipating this thing all day, every day. Watching the UPS delivery, when it's gonna come. I was so excited. But it's here now. We're here now, baby. We're here now, ladies and gents. And let's get into it. Man, I'm so excited for this thing. Okay. So we have the adapter right here. It'll be real ugly if I cut myself on camera. So we have the brand new adapter right here for the Steam Deck OLED. And here's the logo. Put that to the side. Here it is, baby. Here it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Steam Deck OLED. Your games in a whole new light. I actually kind of like that. Get it? OLED, new screen, new light. I don't know about you guys, but I like to smell my consoles when I get it. Nothing beats a fresh smelling console. Nothing. Okay, I'm trying not to rip this. Oh, did a good job. And here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Let's put the box to the side. Okay, okay. It's the moment we all been waiting for. Like an orange logo. Wish it was red. Looks just like the original launch model's Steam Deck case. Maybe a little bit smaller. Whoa, that rocked my camera. Okay. Zelda music, please. Opening theme. Wow. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people says this feels lighter than the launch model, but if it is, not by much. Still have a hefty feel to me. The shoulder buttons are still clicky and still feels the same. The track pads feel really stiff. And the left trackpad feels different from the right trackpad. The buttons are easier to press. They're still indented in the console. A lot of people didn't like how the buttons were indented in the console of the launch model, and this still is, but it's actually a lot easier to press. You don't have to like dig your thumbs into the buttons to make them work. For some reason the buttons look a little bit smaller. Okay, you have your brand new colored power button. You have your USB-C, heat vent, your headphone jack, volume up and down rocker. The D-pad feels the same. Pretty much feels the same to me. The only way you will notice a difference is if when you're actually playing a game on there. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell if they made any improvements to the buttons and the analog sticks and the shoulder buttons as well until you're actually playing the game on the OLED and playing a game on the LCD. Then you'll be able to tell the difference. But so far, same to me. You have your SD card slot still at the very bottom. You have your R4, R5, and L4 and L5 buttons. Take a good look at that, ladies and gents. You know, so funny, this thing looks kind of sleek. Even though it looks the same as the, I don't know, it kind of, well, it definitely does look newer. For some strange reason, it looks a little bit smaller, and like you know, like the indentations right here, it just looks a little bit more profound. It definitely looks newer. Hold on. So we're gonna do a quick comparison of the cases. To me, it seems like the Steam Deck OLED case is a little bit smaller. The launch model case look a little bit wider. Yep, oh, you can definitely tell. I'm actually kind of glad they did that. I think the original case with the launch model Steam Deck was too big. As you can tell right here, definitely the OLED case is a lot smaller. Definitely, oh, you can definitely tell the difference. So the OLED model is a lot smaller than the launch model case, and you still have this little weird strap in the back where you can keep your adapter. So flimsy. And trying to create some space here. So, for comparison's sakes, hope you guys are loving the decal on my launch model Steam Deck. See, just by looking at them, they look, the OLED, definitely the OLED model looks smaller than the launch model, which I definitely can respect. And quick case comparison. Put these to the side. Well, the launch model case has this little flap right here that makes it easy for you to take out your Steam Deck, but the new one doesn't have it. Weird. Feels softer on the inside. Okay, now that these cases are out of the way, we're definitely going to acknowledge that Steam Deck OLED case is a lot smaller than the launch model case. Okay. You know what? I don't know, you guys tell me. The OLED Steam Deck looks a lot smaller than the launch model one. Screen bezel is about the same size, but the screen space is a lot wider on here. There's more screen space, there's less bezel on the OLED. You know, I can't even really tell. I have to turn it on. Okay, oh yeah, okay, alright. So, the OLED model still has a little bit of weight to it, but definitely the launch model from last year is a lot heavier than this one. This is definitely lighter. And for some reason, it seems like they slimmed the system down a little bit more. Or maybe it's just me. It just, for some strange reason, the OLED model looks slimmer. I kind of prefer the analogs on the old model, the old LCD model over the OLED model. That's just me. I don't like that little rubber feel right here, but this is a lot smoother. I prefer the analogs on this. But yeah, so let's turn it on. What I heard about these
PC handhelds, fresh out of the box, even if they have juice in them, a lot of the times they won't turn on until you plug the AC adapter in, which is kind of weird to me.
Well, my Steam Deck launch model looked dusty. Long startup time.
Alright guys, so I got through the initial setup, set up my Wi-Fi and everything, and this cool little message popped up on the Steam Deck, and as you can see, it says, "Hello, you got one of the first Steam Deck OLED units." I like how it said that. It said, "You got one of the first." I like that. I like how they said that. It's good to know that I got one of the first units. So let's continue, and we need to install some updates before you're ready to go. This will take 7 to 8 minutes. It requires a couple reboots, and your screen will turn off for a minute in the middle. Hang tight and you'll be gaming in no time. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit install updates, and I'm gonna be right back with you guys. Alright, we're back. Welcome to Steam Deck. Press start to play. Let's take a quick tour of the device. We hope you enjoy your Steam Deck. If you would like to see this tour again, you can access it from quick access menu, help, replay, guided tour. Press any button or tap the screen to continue. You guys seen a difference yet? And by the way, peeps, as I said before, don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, this is the 512 gigabyte model. not the 1 terabyte. I do have the 1 terabyte limited edition coming to me, so I can do screen comparisons. I've been hearing the anti-etch glass is worse than the standard 512 gig Steam Deck OLED glass. That's what everybody been saying. I know it was terrible on the launch model last year LCD, but I finally came across a video. There's one guy that actually has both, and he did a comparison with the 1 terabyte limited edition Steam Deck OLED versus the 512 gigabyte Steam Deck OLED, and honestly, there was no difference from what I can see. It may be different in person versus seeing it on the camera, but from judging from the camera perspective, from what I've seen, I didn't see a difference. If anything, I actually think the anti-glare screen looks a lot better than the 512 gigabyte screen. Honestly, there was no reflections on there, or rather, significantly less reflection. You can see a lot better outside. And when he showed the 512 gigabyte model outside, it was kind of hard to see because you could see everything, every single thing reflecting in the glass. So to me, from what I've seen, from judging from his video, I would stand on it and say the 1 terabyte model so far, it screen is better, if not the same as the 512. You're just gonna get less glare, but it looks the same. So judging from that video again, I didn't see any color degradation or brightness degradation when he compared both models. But I'll make that final judgment for myself when I get my 1 terabyte limited edition. And because everybody perception, everybody eyesight is different. Maybe in person I may see a significant difference. I may prefer the 512 over the 1 terabyte screen. I don't know yet, but I will know once I get them both in front of me. For now, we're just going to focus on this. Alright, man, so we got both models right here. This is the launch. This is my launch model Steam Deck LCD, the anti-etch glass, 512 gigabytes. And of course, this is the 512 gigabyte brand new OLED. I'm looking at the screen. Well, it looks different on camera, to be honest with you. Maybe it's too much lighting. I got maybe too much lighting on there, but well, the perfect time to see the glasses in the good, right, with all the light shining on it. So it's definitely brighter for sure. This is not the LCD Steam Deck isn't at max brightness. For some reason, doesn't want to go all the way up. So the brightness is actually about the same. It's significantly brighter on the 512 gigabyte OLED, and I don't know, guys. You know what's so funny? I was more impressed with the Switch OLED screen, to be honest with you. As soon as I turned the Switch OLED on, I saw a significant difference, but I don't really see a big difference on here, honestly. The LCD version surprisingly still looks good, but this is just the menu. When you start playing games, of course it's going to look different. I heard Doom is the best game to check out on the Steam Deck. How you guys doing this pre-Thanksgiving day? Anybody excited? Are you guys gonna eat a lot? And here it is, Doom right here. Surprisingly, the LCD Steam Deck still looks pretty good. Okay, so let's try Doom. I've heard a lot of great things about Doom on the OLED model Steam Deck.
Signal and will mark it on your HUD.
Alright, YouTubers, seen a new Steam Deck OLED. Here it is. Unboxing. So you're looking at a 600 nit screen, a 600 nit in standard dynamic range, and 1000 nits peak when using HDR games. So basically, this is a 600 nit screen that can go up to 1000 nits when using HDR in HDR games. So that's like 200 points up from the base launch LCD model Steam Deck, which was 400 nits. So you know that's pretty dim. It's pretty dark. You won't be able to see that outside. Now I'm down to take this outside and see how it is outside with a higher peak brightness. Yeah, so there you have it, folks. Steam Deck OLED. Standard OLED. Oh, see, I knew it. This is a lot lighter than the LCD model that came out last year. Definitely lighter and smaller. When we put them together, as you can see, the OLED model is definitely smaller, and I can appreciate the smaller form factor and the lightweight of it versus the heavy big boy LCD model. Yeah, 400 nit screen, and this is a 600 nit screen. As I said before, it can go up to 1000 nits when they're using HDR in HDR games. I don't want to get too much in depth because I want to save that for like a more thorough review. But yeah, so it wouldn't be fair for me to really kind of review it right now because this is a simple unboxing. But so far, I would say, man, if you guys already have this model and you're satisfied with it, there's no need to upgrade to this. I didn't really see that big of a difference, really. Maybe if you have it side by side, you might see it then. But if you're playing this by its lonesome and you're playing this by its lonesome without having them side by side, then you probably won't be missing anything much. But like I said, I'd have to do a more thorough review. But certain games on here didn't pop to me. Doom did look hella good on here though, but that's just one game. And while I was playing it, I was saying to myself that it looks a little bit better to the same. I kind of didn't see that huge of a difference. But the battery life is nice on here. And speaking of battery, this has a 50-watt battery, a 90 Hz screen. So anybody that's on the fence about getting a Steam Deck, I mean, I would just go for the OLED model. But if you already have the standard model, don't even worry about it, unless you want better battery life. And the battery life on the OG Steam Deck was already good. But anyway, this is the unboxing of the 512 gigabyte Steam Deck OLED. Came today actually, 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to just run this bad boy through the ringer, do a whole bunch of games on here and see how much better the games look. Like and subscribe. Red Crimson 102 out of here. Oh, one more thing. The charger is almost like a foot long. The charger is definitely longer, which I definitely can respect. You can't go wrong with a long charger. Peace. Like and subscribe.